Hello, all of you fellow Pathways teachers and department heads, administrators, so on and so forth. I'm going to go through what we talked about real quick at our meeting this morning, and sort of everybody's got going to be on the same page here. What I've done is I've shared this information with everyone. I just want to show you where everything is and the sort of the documents that we're planning on using this year. So if you go to your Google Drive and you go to your shared drives, the bottom down here, UPS Technology Library Media. In here, I've created a folder for the 8th grade Pathways Exploratory. And what this folder will do is it will house everything for this course. Everyone should have access to it. You've all got your own. There's 4 different folders for the different pathways that we're teaching to the 8th graders. That's kind of where I'm trying to keep all the advanced manufacturing stuff is in there. The biomed stuff's in the biomed folder and so on and so forth. The things that are just out here are either references I've gotten from Mike Rubin or I think summer guidance down here. This document is all of the emails that I've received about this. I just copied and pasted in there, so I don't have to keep going back and looking in my email and trying to figure out when it was sent and what was the title of it and so on. So again, when I'm going through this, I'm taking a look at the guiding principles here, or the bullet points, the 5 numbered things that we're looking for to try to create with this class. Soft skills chart is for everyone. I started it, I made 4, and I just put X's where I think they're going to get taught. We had a conversation this morning about using, doing professional email or something like that. Professionalism as a lesson for every kid at the same time. So all the Pathways teachers would teach it. We'd make one lesson. Everyone would do it, and then we could reference it later on in the year and check back, because some of these quote unquote soft skills will be used in every pathway throughout the course of the year. So something we threw around at a meeting this morning. We'll have to have a conversation about that when we're back together. These are references from Mr. Rubin. Mr. McCauley looks like he's got some biomed stuff there. I'm going to show you what I did with the manufacturing. I started, Mr. Sabrin and we started this back in June or so. We basically said, all right, we've got 45 days. Let's start with a list of topics that we can cover and then the corresponding projects that go with them. So we kind of came up with this real quick, and we use that as our guide to go through this document right here, which I'll show you where it is. You can go in here and please make a copy of it. It's just a UBD template for your different units, topics that you're going to cover, so on and so forth. Career awareness, we decided we were going to start with that. That has things like professionalism, maybe a research project for some of the students to do, and check out, possible careers in your pathway. That was important to us. Then we were going to move on, do some more, 3D printer things, soldering, robotics, and we haven't quite finished, but that's where we're working on that. We've also made a scope and sequence for 45 days. I don't need October up there, but for 45 days, what I think is going to happen, and again, I'm going to have to go over and review this with Mr. Sabrin, but that's what's in my advanced manufacturing pathway information. Go ahead and copy as much as this as you want. Use it for your own. Mr. McCauley's already done a pretty good job with some of his stuff. He's got a bunch of stuff, bunch of curriculum already done, which is awesome. So Michaela, we'll have those conversations with Brian about how we did it, what worked, what changes we need to make, what materials are going to need to go on and do these things. And I think that's really all we talked about this morning. Was we just kind of went through this as a group. And again, refer to the summer guidance if you have questions about what we're doing. Feel free to make copies of the unit templates. Yeah, once you've copied your unit templates, put them in your folder and have at it with you and your team. And let me know if there are any questions. And we'll see you soon.